So this is what outside feels like. And hey folks, long time no see. It is Saturday, April 29th, 4:51 p.m. and the temperature is about 8 degrees Celsius. And just up until quite recently, it has been raining. And this is Bloor Street East. There's a look to the east. And welcome to the first Toronto video I've recorded in quite a while. I think it's been almost a month. And I had a different video in mind, and I actually wanted to record it much earlier in the week. But some things came up, and this is my first time leaving the apartment in an entire week. So I'll talk a bit more about that in a bit. But for this one, I think we're just gonna turn south on Yonge Street here and see which way the wind blows. And it looks like work is rapidly progressing on the Yonge Bloor West Tower there. And Yonge Street has been closed south of Bloor Street. Oh, now the rain has picked up again. We'll see how long I can get away with not pulling out the umbrella. I'll spin around and take another look at the construction in a moment. That was nice of that guy to just take off on his e-bike right in front of me. Good to be back in Toronto. Not sure if that's Instagram worthy or not, but oh well. This rain is really more like a heavy mist. Well, the camera lens seems to be holding up. I think I saw a few drops on it. It might be time to get out the umbrella soon. So this is south down the east side of Yonge. So I got back 6 days and about 23 hours ago, and I went through the airport to a cab, or rather a lift, and I went straight home, and I have been there ever since. And I thought I was just battling jet lag, because the night before I left Thailand I didn't sleep. I pulled an all-nighter as I had to grab a cab at 4 a.m. to get to the airport. So I just thought I was really, really tired. But I didn't sleep my first night back, and then the next day I was restless all day, and I felt like shit, and I wasn't eating, and I just kind of chalked it up to jet lag. But that continued into the next day. So I decided to test myself, and sure enough, I tested positive for COVID, which I think explained a lot of the restlessness and the lack of appetite. I've done long haul flights many times, so I'm quite familiar with experiencing that kind of extreme time difference in jet lag, and this was a bit more extreme. But yesterday I tested negative, but I still felt like shit. I think I was just tired from barely sleeping over the past week and barely eating. I'm down about 15 pounds. So I gave myself another day to feel better, and here we are. All right, so this is Isabella Street coming up. I figured Yonge Street being one of the liveliest, most vibrant stretches of the city might be good for a bit of a wake-up. Although I'd be lying if I told you it was all there right now. It's been a fair amount of change in terms of the retailers on that side. And just to make things a bit harder, I've been dealing with a few kind of heavy personal issues as well, so I wasn't really sure when or if I'd be up to hitting the pavement. I certainly haven't live streamed other than one update live stream from at home, but hopefully next week we'll get back in the swing of things. So yeah, it's been a very challenging and tiring week. One week in which I did absolutely nothing. My recycling in my apartment is piled up to an embarrassing level. I've been having food dropped off and left at my door. I haven't even done laundry yet. Usually that's one of the first things I do when I return from a trip. But the trip itself was fantastic, if not exhausting. And fortunately, I had a lot of videos left over from the trip that I could post while I stayed at home and recovered. There's a new entrance to Wellesley subway station just along the street here. And that would have been Dundonald. And here is Wellesley. And I apologize that the audio is a little bit not up to par. I didn't feel like hooking up my usual audio rig. So we're just rocking a DJI mic, recording on backup mode. There's Wellesley Station just over there to the east. It doesn't seem all that busy for a Saturday evening. Maybe the rain kept some people at bay. Maybe some people are gearing up for the Leaf game. I was about to predict she was waiting for that Uber, but I would have been wrong. So as for the next big trip, I'm going to look into booking that a bit later on in May. I've got to get back into the swing of things here fully. I'm already thinking Japan might be in the cards for fall. And this is Alexander Street.
Look how close the tower is.
And that was an old tavern that was a mainstay of this community. It's been incorporated into this new condo complex. Dickie's Barbecue Pit, that is new. I have not seen that before. Little wave for that driver. And this is Yonge and College coming up. Well, College on the right, Carlton on the left. That's where we'll find College Station. It's turning west onto College. So being someone who pretty much walks for a living, I haven't even hit 10,000 steps on the week. And most of that would have been once I landed at the airport and just walked through the terminal. I think I'm at like 8,000 steps. And here's Gerrard. So we're a few blocks away from Yonge and Dundas Square. And I watched a video on YouTube yesterday of someone trying to spend $100 in Toronto and showing what you can do. And he said to stay away from Dundas Square. And the reason he gave was that it's too dangerous. In my mind, I was thinking, does this guy live in like Burlington or something? Kind of a ridiculous claim from a Torontonian. There's all kinds of reasons to say why you should stay away from Dundas Square. But despite what you see in the news, Toronto, at least statistically, is still rather safe. He also said the subway was to be avoided due to safety. Again, we've had some high-profile incidents, but I think that's kind of a ridiculous take. Lit comedy. Where is that? Toronto's only show with research, laughs, and toasts. It's nice to hear the birds chirping. It is certainly sounding like spring. Well, apparently while I was away, I was either in Korea or Vietnam. But they had like a smart car with some pretty beefy ass tires. There were some days here where it was like 29 degrees and it was pretty much full on summer. It's not often you stop at this light and have to wait for a car to come through here. And the reason for that is Gould. It's only about half a block in length as it runs into TMU. There's the Student Learning Center. And here is Yonge and Dundas coming up. Busy Eaton Center just over there. So let's go into the so-called super dangerous Dundas Square. So dangerous. Better not stay too long before something bad happens. All right, I am still going to try to get some steps in. It's too early to call it quits, so we're going to walk along Dundas Street here. I gotta say, I came at a good time. There's no annoying preachers at this corner. And is that the only downtown H&M now? I know the one on Queen West closed. And one up on Bloor and Yorkville closed. trying to think where else they would be. There's one in Dufferin Mall, but that's not downtown.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm drawing blanks. It's kind of surprising for such a major chain. You just have one location in downtown. So this is west along the south side of Dundas Street.
Guys!
And we are at Dundas and Bay. Entering an area with a great stretch of restaurants. Known as Little Tokyo. So I wonder if it's going to rain tomorrow. I still had another video planned that I wanted to do. Sunday rain. And it's really kind of the last day I could do this video I want to do. Would be tomorrow. So I'm debating, should I just do it now? Alright, I'll at least head over to where I plan to start that one. I guess looking where you're walking is difficult. So I'll leave the destination a mystery. You'll just have to come along for the walk if you want to find out where I'm going. Mom's pan-fried bun. One of the good things about this time of year is it is light a lot later out. I'm trying to see what time it is, but I have to end the activity on my stupid Fitbit. It is 5:22.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
And if this were the thick of winter, it'd be pretty dark right now. But we've still got several hours of daylight left. I think this was Uncle Tetsu's Angel Cafe before. I think that's what was here. University Avenue. Normally you would have an awesome view of the CN Tower looking to the south of here. But it is obscured by fog. And this is a two-phase crossing, so you kind of have to hightail it. You want to make it all over as soon as the light changes. I walk at a pretty good clip and I could barely do it there.
The guy's like,
It's the Toronto Police 52 Division. Well, it's a sign for it. 52 Division is that building. This area here is actually a public plaza. I think we could do a little more with a space like this than just an extra wide sidewalk. A small parquet. You can have some street food vendors or that sort of thing. I'm sure the people who work in that building wouldn't mind that. Although I guess they wouldn't have anywhere to illegally park their cars when they need. And here's McCall Street. There's the Art Gallery of Ontario. Just across the street over there. Now it's south down McCall towards OCAD University. you might be able to guess where I'm heading right now. Here's a hint, it's only a couple of minutes away. Let's engage the ped crossing here. And into Grange Park we go. The soggy Grange Park. There's the backside of the art gallery. I was going to kind of wander into the middle of the field here where you normally get a pretty good view of the skyline, but there's so much fog you'll barely be able to see it. So I think that's going to be that for this first not so triumphant return to the city of Toronto after a week of COVID, jet lag, and whatever the hell else you want to call it. Thanks for sticking with the channel. There'll be some more travel adventures coming soon. I'm glad that there's been a lot of positive feedback from that trip. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and comments down below if you wish to support what I do here on YouTube. There are links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button if you wish to say thanks that way appearing below the video. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.